Good day everyone, my name is Richard Doble and I will answer my video assignment. So first question in part 1. So draw the power flow of the DC generator. So the DC generator, there is an input and output. So the input is mechanical power. There is also a friction losses, iron and friction losses. In mechanical power, there is also a power development developed in armature. So there is also a copper losses. And in DC generator, this is an output is electrical power output. So number 2, what are the two methods in improving commutation? Explain each for one sentence each. So uh, the two methods in commutation is resistance commutation and voltage commutation. So in resistance commutation method, commutation can be improved by using carbon brushes and increase its resistance. So in voltage commutation method, the commutation method, okay, it is made to induce a voltage in the coil undergoing the commutation process, which will neutralize the reactance voltage. So, number 3, what refers to the change in thermal voltage between full load and no load? So the so so it is a transformer voltage regulation. So, sa may transformer voltage regulation, it is a it is the ratio of percentage voltage by which a transformer output terminal voltage varies either up or down. So number 4, enumerate the 5 reasons of operating the generators in parallel. So the 5 reasons of operating the generators in parallel are it is ensure the greater security of supply and enables overall economic generation. So next is if there is a breakdown of the generator, there is no interruption of the power supply, and several alternators can supply a bigger load than a single alternator. And parallel operation of the alternator reduce the operating cost of the energy generation. And last, when machine is taken out of service for its scheduled maintenance and inspection, the remaining machine maintain the continuity of the supply. So number 5, the last question in part 1. So what are the requirements in order to successfully operate generators in parallel? So first is phase sequence should be the same, and second frequency should be the same also. So third, generator's voltage must match the local grid voltage, and four, last, its phase angle. We must align the phases at the same frequency and voltage. Part 2, problem solving. So this is problem solving. Two shunt generators are operating in parallel and taking equal shares of a 2400 ampere and 230 voltage bus loads. So the ratings of the generators are as follows. First integration G1 equals negative equals 3 and G2 equals 4 kilowatts rated power. G1 equals 500 and G2 equals 600. The rated voltage G1 equals 250 and G2 equals 250. If an additional 600 load is connected to the bus, determine the current delivered by each generation at this condition. So, may itong given. This is my solution. So, so generator 1. So, in generator 1 is delta I rated 1 equals A rated 1 and B rated 1 or voltage rated 1. So rated 1 kay equals 500,000 over 250 and B rated 1. So 500,000 over 250 equals 2,000 amperes. So generator 2 na po dita I rated 2 kay mga siya 2 kay generator 2 naman ta. So equals B rated 2 and B rated 2 voltage rated 2 equals 600,000 over 250 equals 2,400 ampere. So sa 1 delta I1, so the delta I1 over delta voltage equals I over reset voltage R1 voltage rated R rated 1. So because I ato kay 2001. So atong reset voltage kay 0.003. So rated 1 times 250. So 0.03 times 50. So, because delta I1 equals 266 or 266.67 delta voltage. So next is find delta I2 natin niya. So sa find delta I2, find delta I2 kay delta I2 over delta voltage equals I over present voltage gapon R2 voltage rated 2 equals 2,400 0.04 times 250. So answer is delta I2 equals 240 the voltage. So delta I1 plus delta I2. So kaya delta na ko delta I1 I2 equals delta I1. So gamitin na siya ng 1 so 266 over delta voltage plus 2040 delta voltage equals 600. So IG1 equals IG2 equals 2,400 over 2. So 2,400 over 2 equals 1,200 amperes man. So, yeah. Next is solve na ta. Solve for NU1. So solve for NU1. So equals 1,200 plus delta I1 equals 1,200 plus 255.67 times 1.184. So, ano siya? So, I knew 1 equals 1,515.74 amperes. So, sa I knew 2 kay 1,200 plus delta I2 equals 1,200 plus 240 na to times 1.84. So, I knew 2 equals 1,484.16 amperes. So, sa number 2 na punta. So, number 2 kay so number 2 kay along shunt compound generator has the following parameters of R is 0.1 ohms, R is equals 0.5 and ohms, and R is H equals 120 ohms. So this machine supplies power aggregate DC load of 10 kilowatts at this load the armature generator is 246 volts. Determine the voltage. So kanang solution. So isa na to. So IL equals PL over voltage L equals PL kay 1,000 over BL, then I is H equals BL over R is H equals BL over 120. Ato siyang equal sa para kuha na itong IA. Siyang combine. So IA equals IL plus IH. O siya, IL na ito kay 1,000 BL over voltage man, then plus IH na ito kay voltage L over 120. So AG equals BL plus IA times RA plus IH. So AG equals 246 equals BL plus 10,000 BL plus BL over 120 times 0.1 plus 0.5. So next is okay. So 246 BL plus 10,000 BL plus BL voltage L over 120 times 0.01 plus 0.05. 246 equals, so kaya di siya dapita na gikuha siya method. So 246 equals BL plus 1,500 over voltage L plus 0.000125 BL. So 1.0 1.00125 BL na siya kay times BL na siya plus 1,500. So na siya squared rin ta squared 1.00125 BL squared plus 1 plus 1,500 minus 2,406 voltage L equals 0. So equal quadratic na siya. So doon ay makuhaan. So 239.44 o 6.56. Pwede na siya makuhaan. Kanina lang 239.44 voltage. So number 3 na ta. So sa series. So a 4-pole DC generator with duplex slot winding has 48 slots and 4 element per slots. The flux per pole is 2.5 times 10 power a raise of 6 Maxwell, and it runs to 1,400 RPM. What is the output voltage? So, this siya mo kuyog. So we use this formula AG because P inzo flux over 60A because P NZ flux over 60B. So AG equals 4 times 1,500 times 192 times 2.5 times 10. So over 60 times 2 times 4. So we calculate sa 2. So, it's ako siya ikon diri times 10 is negative 8 na siya. Convert na siya. siya. So 4 times 1,700 times 192 is 2.5 times 10 raised of 6 over 60 times 4 times 10 to the next negative 8. So AG equals 60 volts. Sakto. 60 volts. So next kay uyog mo. So 4 na ta. So sa 4 kay a separate excited generator when running at 1000 RPM supplied 200 amperes at 155 voltage. What will be the load current when the speed drops to 800 RPM if current feed is unchanged given the armature resistance equals 0.04 ohms and brush drop equals to voltage. So, pan. Okay. Okay. So, ito yung gamiton nga formula. So, AG equals IE RA plus BL plus BR. So, AG equals 200 dayon times 0.04. So, atong IA kay 200 man atong RA kay 0.04 man to. So, plus atong BL kay 125 man to. Atong B or then BBR kay 2 man. So, 200 times 0.04 plus 125 plus 2 equals 135 voltage. So, EG1 over EG2 equals flux 1 in 1 flux 2 ito. So, atong assume nga flux is constant. So, ang EG1 na to kay 135 man voltage over EG2 equals 1000 over 800. So, EG2 equals 108 voltage. So, 108 equals IL2 times 0.04 plus RL IL2 plus 2. So RL equals 125 voltage then over 200 amperes equals 0.625 ohms. So 108 equals IL2 kay ang ipingitan sa IL2 man. So 108 equals IL2 times 0.04 plus 0.625 IL2 plus 2. So ang IL2 na to kay 159.4 amperes. Siya. So, it is. Repag na ta. Plus. Okay. So, sa 5 kay number 60. So, number 5 kay a DC machine running at 500 RPM, the high resist and AD current are 250 watts. So, and 150 watts respectively. Find the speed at which the coils are reduced by 30%. Assume the flux is constant. So, may taon daw kay speed which the coils are reduced by 30%. So, siya. Solution. So, PE equals KE in 1 raised up to flux raised up to pH equals KH in 1 flux. So PE equals KE in 1 raised up to flux raised up to squared na siya. In 1 squared na equals C1 in 1 squared. So 150 equals C1 times 500. So C1 equals 6 times 10 raised up negative 4 siya kay dayon ang PE equals KE in 1 squared flux C2 in 1. So 250 equals C2 times 500. So C1 kay 0.5. So P CO1 equals PH plus PE equals 250 plus 150 equals 400 watts. So PE P equals PCE2 equals 400 minus 400 times 0.3 equals 280. So PeCO2 equals pH plus PE equals C1 into squared plus C2 into. So, wala siya. 280 equals 6 times 10 raised of negative 4 into squared plus 0. Into. So, into equals 383.51. Then, doon siya makuha. So, negative 1,216.684. So, into equals 38.51 RPM siya. Pwede siya. Wala siya. Pwede siya. Kaya button. Kaya na siya. 383.51 RPM. So, number 6. Last. Ang to number 6, a long shunt compound generator supplies 100 amperes at a terminal voltage to 50 voltage. The resistance of the armature shunt fields and series field are respectively 2 ohms of 50 ohms and 0.05 ohm. The VHP of the driving engine is 38. Calculate the 3 power losses. So, so P equals BLIL equals 250 times 100 equals 25 kilowatts, 25k watts. If IF equals BL RF equals BL 250 RF 50 equals 5 amperes. So IE equals IF plus IL. So atong IF kay 5 man na plus IL kay 100 man. So equals 105 amperes. So EG equals BL plus IE times RSA plus RA. So BL equals 250 plus 105 times sa RSA kay 0.05 plus 0.02. So equals 257.35 voltage. So DEB equals EG IE equals 257.35 times 105 equals 270 to 27,021.75 watts. So VHP times 0.46 equals P3 plus PD. So 38 0 out times 746 because P3 plus 2721.75 equals 1,386.75 watts. Mga siyang answer. So, that's all guys. Thank you.